Hey folks, here we are with the Tropical Dragon Blood, the Dragons in Paradise wine. And you can see that it started to clear. Let's see if I could zoom in on the sediment. I don't know if you could see that in this video, the sediment on the bottom of this wine. And so what I'm going to be doing now is I am going to be racking off of that sediment with this here auto siphon. And the auto siphon has the anti-sediment tip on the end, and I have a pail that's been cleaned and everything ready to rock and roll. And so what I'm first going to do is I'm going to transfer off of that sediment. So let me get the camera set up so you guys can see what I'm doing. Alright. And I made sure the spigot on the bucket is closed. Also making sure the tube is in the bucket. Pump this, get the siphon started. And you guys can see in the pail that going. And at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tablespoon of sorbate because I intend on back sweetening this wine. So here's my sorbate. I'm going to add that in. And I'm going to stir that around a little bit after. So again, the whole idea here is to get off of that sediment. I'm going to stir that up real good afterwards, and then we're going to look at the back sweetening part. Alright, what we have here is we've taken a sample of the wine, we've added a little bit of sugar to it at a time until we've gotten the desired sweetness that we really like. I got the vice president of my research and development department, my lovely and beautiful wife, to help me with this here, and we came up with a reading of 1.04 for where I'm at with this particular wine. A little bit above 1.0. So basically what we're going to need to do now is make the entire batch match the sample. And once the entire batch matches that sample, the whole batch will have the same sweetness as the sample. I tend to believe that you want to bring out, or for me anyway, I want to bring out the fruit. I don't want to make it overly sweet. I want to bring out the fruit, and sometimes it takes a little bit of sugar to awaken that fruit in the wine. So that's what I've done here. We've put a little bit of sugar in to bring out the fruit, but you know, as a rule of thumb for myself, I usually like to make the wine either where I really like the way it tastes or a little less sweet, because it might have a perceived more sweetness over time, in my opinion anyway. So, you know, I'd rather be a little under than over with the sweetness. That's for my liking anyway. And that's the beauty of making wine yourself, so that this way you can make your wine tailored to your own taste. So, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is get my whole batch and make it match this reading. Alright, so I got myself some sugar. I put it in a pot. And I have some water boiling. And I'm going to put a little bit of water into that sugar to make a syrup and dissolve all of the sugar so that it's easier to mix into the wine for back sweetening. So when I have that done, I'll be right back. Alright, so I have my sugared water. I added a little bit of water and stirred that up so that the sugar is pretty well dissolved. Of course, hot water works good for that, as you guys know. Alright, so now what we got to do, I'm going to add the sugar water a little at a time to that wine. I have my hydrometer handy. I washed that off. Now I'm just going to take some of this. Pour it in. And stir that up. Take my hydrometer. Put it in. And I'm going to see where we sit. And the whole idea here is to make it match the sample that we made, sweetened to our liking. Okay. I'm going to need just a little bit more. We're pretty much at 1.0 right now. A little bit more sugar, I think. Stir that in really good. Alright, so I've back sweetened it to where I think it should be, according to my sample, by slowly putting in the sugar water until I got it to the same specific gravity reading that I liked in my sample. And of course I taste tested it too to make sure that I was on track along the way. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just racking back to the carboy on the bottom. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that sit about a week before filtering and bottling. If I wanted to, I could filter and bottle now. If it's clear enough, I might not even need to filter, but I probably would filter anyway because this is looking like a white wine. It's pretty clear as it is now. What, some folks have said that theirs is a little bit cloudy. If yours is a little bit cloudy, feel free to add a little bit of pectic enzyme to it, even, after the fact, to try to break down some of the cloudiness. So at this point, what I'm going to do is just rack that over. Let's see my setup over there. And if I'm feeling ambitious, after this is done, I might do my black raspberry wine, back sweeten that as well, because that's ready to be back sweetened too. Alright, so at this point I'm just going to put this one aside for a week. Just want to show you guys the color. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit now a week, and then rack, filter, and bottle. Alright, cool. Thanks for watching. Tastes really nice. Very pineapple up front. A lot of flavor. It's great wine. I'm going to enjoy this one. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like what you see, please subscribe to my video channel here on YouTube. And definitely check out my blogs, www.cookingitalianrecipes.com with the dashes in the middle. Or my other one on winemaking, howtomakehomemade.biz. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and have an awesome day.